apparently new Ben 10 got leaked. I don't know how true this is. There's an Instagram post which has been linked here from this channel, DC Network. It's not available anymore. I'm sure it got removed, but there's a video about it. There's some additional news too, by the way. I don't think this is anything related. This is the brand new Ben 10 comic. Ben Tennyson and his family's out camping when a meteor crashes nearby. Ben 10. The art looks great. Honestly, it looks way more mature. Definitely a different art style and design. Kind of reminds you of like Parasite, the anime, you know? The visuals. Looks way more like rigid and not for children, huh? First look at the covers of Dynamite's first issue of the Ben 10 comic series. May 6th, it's coming out. Art style looks fantastic. I think that, like this is actually fucking... What the hell happened to Cannonball? Dude, is this Ultimate Ben? What is this? Sorry, not Ultimate Ben, Absolute Ben. Diamondcock. Like, these are Eldritch Nightmare designs. What the fuck is going on? But I think this is completely different from what's going on here. Let's see what DC Network has to say. This guy has 20k subs. Now, this isn't like... His name just sounds like official and professional. Because, I don't know. DC, right? Marvel, DC. Bro says DC Network instead of Cartoon Network. Let's check it out.
Hey guys, DC Network here, coming at you with another video. We have some insane news today coming out of the realm of Cartoon Network, and more specifically the realm of Ben 10. Seemingly we have our confirmation that the 6th series of Ben 10 is in active development as of 2025, as well as having our first look at it. Yeah, this is pretty insane to be saying the least. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, apparently this artist named Audrey Torres, or Audrey Torres, however you pronounce his name, he shared a video on his Instagram that essentially...
Gracias 2025 por un año tan intenso, creativo y muy especial. Gracias a todos los amigos que han compartido conmigo esta pasión por crear y quienes han apoyado. What does this mean? It just means thank you. Thank you. My 2025 in project. This guy is behind Ben 10 Designs.
Is showing the different projects he worked on last year in 2025.
Okay.
This includes some projects from Disney like X-Men 97. I'll leave a link to his Instagram reel below if you guys want to check it out in full. But
I think I've heard of some people reacting to X-Men 97. I think ED Anime was reacting to that for what?
Towards the beginning of his Instagram reel, he shows off Warner Brothers Pictures, Warner Brothers Animation, and I screen recorded the clip for you guys here. I took screenshots of every image we have, and essentially what you can see here is the first image is very clearly showing off Ben 10. So
these guys look like some, I don't know, gladiator like enemies, but this right over here, the alien, kind of looks like Diamondcock. This is clearly a watch. This is clearly the Omnitrix. I thought this kind of looked like Liam for a second from fucking Undertale, you know, the chicken man. Maybe it's, I don't know, but it looks like Diamondcock and some sort of bird alien over here.
There's a lot of images here, and I want to break them down individually.
Nah, these are no longer Forever Knights. These are Forever Gladiators.
Julie, so we'll go over that first, and then towards the latter part of this video, I want to go over what this all means as a whole for Ben 10. But the first image here seems to be a forearms-like creature in a gladiator outfit, or they only have 2 arms with the eyes.
Forearms, this looks like gladiator enemies.
Remind me of forearms. And then in the second image, we could see...
Oh yeah, I kind of see the helmet design here. It kind of looks like, you know, there's like a third eye over here. Like 2 sets of eyes, so okay.
Seemingly Ben Tennyson as a chicken. He has the Omnitrix on his wrist, but he looks like a chicken, maybe like Kickenhawk.
It's like a chicken samurai.
Fighting one of these gladiator-like creatures. The second image here shows one of the gladiator-like creatures with Ben putting his arm into the sky with the Omnitrix.
He's in the middle of fighting an enemy while transforming. What the fuck?
And the second image shows us Ben half transformed into some bull-like bipedal alien. The third image here is of them fighting some more, some action shots. And then the fourth image again is a continuation of the fight series. Shit. I got too excited there.
The design here for one of the enemies kind of reminded me of, what's it called? This guy right here. Remember the Judge Court, the Celestial Sapien Court episode? What was his name? Galactic Gladiator. Remember that guy?
Arms gladiator looking creature. Then we get another shot of
more
the
Omnitrix
Cartoon
stuff.
Network
New
logo
aliens?
blurred out with 3 brand new aliens.
Okay, some furry aliens here. This one kind of looks like an Echo, but not really. This one completely new.
On screen here. I'm going to say that for these aliens, I think it's probably all the same alien conceptually, just different versions of it. Because we see here on the top right that for whatever that alien...
More like Ditto? Oh yeah, you know what? No, you're right. Ditto has more like a feline, like animal-like design. Echo doesn't.
And it kind of looks more like an aquatic creature. It says D next to it. So I'm thinking all of these are designs for one particular new alien, just different avenues they might go down with it. So on the left, we have what kind of looks like a badger or rabbit type creature, like a wolf sort of. On the top right, we
don't tell Kai that, bro.
Have again that aquatic looking one, and on the bottom right we have something that looks very similar to Ditto from the original continuity. In the next image here we have what is very clearly a mouse, and I really like this alien a lot conceptually. It's
long tail,
tiny mouse that kind of has a fin on its head, and it kind of looks like it's wearing a hood. Our next image here shows more
cute mouse
aliens. Again, I assume these are different takes on
nice
the same
hoodie
alien, because you can see C on the left and you can see F on the bottom one. So again, I think these are different takes on the same alien, but
makes sense to me.
Kind of looks more like a mechanical, maybe more so a psychic type alien, because
I don't know. I could see that as like a psychic Pokemon, Espeon, you know?
The segments between the tail and the ears are kind of floating in thin air.
I can see that.
This is more of a psychic type creature, or maybe it's more of a mechanical like being, like Echo, where the appendages are kind of floating and just using magnetism to connect to the main body. And then below we have another rabbit that kind of looks like it's a hunter. To me, I could see this using a bow and arrow very easily to hunt down its prey. In the next image, again, we have more
mice. They fucking love these rodents, man.
Of this rat-like alien. We have again DNG making me think more and more that these are just different concepts for the same alien. D kind of reminds me of like gray matter a bit, fused with this rat-like alien. And G is again a completely different take from what we've seen thus far.
They're just trying to make all these aliens really cute. I want these designs, bro. I want Eldritch Nightmare, fucking Lovecraftian horror designs. Look how fucked up these aliens look. But like, you can clearly see that the marketing and the design, right? It's totally for a different audience. This is like for children, you know? This is for like kids. This is like for grown-ups that want something darker.
Honestly, all of these I like a lot thus far. And then we have another alien here.
More cats?
Design F, which looks more like a cat-like alien.
Or from
like
a cat?
A ninja cat, which is rather cool looking to me. And something I've been noticing about a lot of these is they do have a black and white aesthetic to them. So I'm wondering if Ben is going to look like the classic Ben Tennyson with that black and white classic tee. Does this mean anything for when this series could possibly take place? We don't know, but we'll get into that a little bit later. Then we have designs B and E.
Is that a mouse fly? What the fuck?
Which again, these are more rat-like creatures. The top one kind of reminds me of Grafaiai from Pokemon. I don't know, just the design of the face reminds me of Grafaiai. And the bottom one is a different looking rat where the...
Yo, this is a very unfortunate cut. This straight looks like a fucking penis right over here. This is the shaft and this the head right here.
Ears are larger, kind of like an elephant. And then the last design here
more cats.
We have a design C, and I guess
they fucking love these rodents and cats designs.
This is again for the badger cat looking one. So seemingly what I'm gathering from this is 2 separate alien designs, one of which is going to be a rat, and one of which looks like it's going to be more of a badger or a cat or fox type alien. So overall, this is absolutely...
Man, it's been a long time since we've seen Chroma Stone.
Insane to be seeing. We just got the confirmation from an artist that there is a Ben 10 series that's in actively development that is seemingly getting storyboarded right now at...
Is that enough to go off by, though? Well, this person has worked with Cartoon Network. And these are sketches and designs of different new aliens. At best case scenario, it could be a brand new Ben 10 series. Worst case scenario, it could be just like a new graphical book. You know what I mean? Like, rather than a brand new animation, they're just adding extra, just supplement, you know, side content just for the fans.
Got the confirmation from an artist that there is a Ben 10 series that's in actively development that is seemingly getting storyboarded right now at Cartoon Network Studios. To me, this means we're probably going to get an announcement.
Has there been more information about like a 6th series before this leak? Because off of those screenshots, I don't know if it's honestly enough. Now, the post did get deleted because it's sensitive information, right? I don't know. It's difficult to really say. I know a lot of people want to cope and hope, right? But it's kind of crazy to assume that like a brand new project will be happening
for this series this year, given that it looks like they're pretty well along into the process of actually making this show. If they're making the storyboards for it, I would imagine this is farther along in production than just a basic pilot. It looks like they're fully developing this series, given that we're seeing a multitude of alien designs for it.
Really? I don't. It just looks like concept art designs. Am I crazy? Like, what other information is he going off of? Because I feel like I'm jumping into this without any context. Artist guy, designs of new aliens got leaked. These are concept designs too. Nothing about it is even telling about actual storyboarding like Genga shit that you see in anime or any production of new stuff. Isn't this just insane fucking? I wouldn't say misinformation, but we are coping like crazy right now.
And just overall, this is absolutely insane. I was not expecting to see this on a random Tuesday. Like, literally, I was out today and I opened up Reddit and then I saw someone posting screenshots of a first look at a new Ben 10. And I was like, wait, what is going on here? And then I saw they linked the Instagram to it. And again, absolute insanity here. Like, I
Mr. Bauman, no
words that this is actually happening right now. As to what this all means, as I stated at a multitude of points in this video, I think it's pretty clear to say that there is a 6th series of Ben 10 that is in active development. That
really? The guy apparently was hacked and was on his portfolio and it broke his NDA because of it. It seems like all of the images are just concept art for a new series. I mean, it's like, okay, they're concept art, but why would you make a concept art? Clearly for a new project, right? I don't think it's that crazy of a reach. Like, to say that storyboards are being done, who knows, right? But like, why would this dude who works with Cartoon Network be just randomly making designs of Ben 10 shit? It's not even his personal hobby. It's an actual IP, and I don't know. Maybe he's onto something.
We're probably going to hear about this year, and given what we're seeing now from this is all from at some point in 2025. I'd imagine that this show's probably coming out next year, which again, this is really exciting to be seeing.
Brand new Ben 10 series coming out next year, guys. That's crazy. I just wish that there was some other like supplementary, like, I don't know, context rather than our images getting leaked of like, hey, we're like the story writers kind of hinted that like, hey guys, like we got something new, big lined up for the next couple of years. Just wait,
But the bigger question, I guess, from this is what exactly is this series going to be about and what form is it going to take? Is this going to be a brand new continuity in and of itself, or is this going to be a continuation of Ben Prime's story? Because that's really the two avenues that we're waiting on right now. Are we going?
I don't think anyone wants a continuation of the reboot shit, right? Most people probably are very reminiscent of OG Ben 10, Alien Force, Ultimate Alien, and to a degree Omniverse.
Going to see a brand new take on Ben like we're going to get in this comic book that's coming out in May? Or are we going to see the continuation of Ben Prime? Because I feel like not everyone, but I feel like a lot of the community does want to see the continuation of Ben Prime's story. I know I do, at least. I know a lot of you do from seeing the comments on different videos and whatnot. The thing is that we can tell from this shot here,
it's clearly a different audience entirely, right? The reboot audience and the people that watch like the Prime Ben shit from OG until Omniverse. A lot of people, I think, grew up nostalgic of that, and the reboot is kind of like a slap in their face of like, what the fuck is this? It's like Diet Ben 10. It's fucking Weenie Hut Jr. Ben 10, and it is nothing like. I don't know. That's the way that I hear people talk about it. I'd have to actually watch the show to understand, is it actually that bad? But it does feel like a totally different audience, and for a business, what's their best interest? Honestly, captivating on the nostalgia of the audience that grew up and giving a new Ben 10, that might be the fucking answer.
Here from these images that we have is Ben is fighting off against some gladiator looking creatures, and just aesthetically I know this isn't fully animated, and this is kind of
I thought this shit looked like some sort of like what's it called, some sort of Ben 10 like what's it called, Odyssey. Something about the whole gladiator shit. The fact that Ben is low-key just transforming into like a minotaur here. Yo, this is like an homage, like a little fan project for like the Odyssey.
Just concept art, for the storyboards. From what I'm seeing here, to me, I'm getting a more dark and gritty feeling from this series.
Okay, but the mouse and the cats, these scenes definitely have a darker tone to it. But the cat and the mouse designs, That's some baby shit.
Like, just from the concept art of the aliens alone, they look more menacing to me, and they look more just dark in tone and nature. And if you look at the action sequences, like, this does not look like something you would have seen come out of the Ben 10 reboot. This looks like something that is more dark and serious.
And I just noticed, what is that aura around Ben? Kind of looks like, not armor, but this translucent aura around it. Maybe there's like a new mode, you know? They're trying to figure out new things to do with the Omnitrix, you know? I really enjoy the Scourge, right? To finish off Omniverse in Season 8 and create some more, you know, different mechanics. I wonder if there was like a pseudo-human alien mode, you know what I mean? Like a stand from JoJo's would be kind of cool, right? Or like some sort of like, he's in human mode, but he can tap into different alien powers while remaining in that human form. I don't know.
More dark and serious in tone, because you have this giant gladiator looking creature commanding another gladiator looking creature, then fighting Ben, and Ben looks like he's, I don't want to say struggling against these guys, but they look like they're menacing. Like, just looking at this image here where you have this creature again looking like forearms but with two arms, just jumping in the air about to
reminds me of Galactic Gladiator, man.
Pounce down on Ben. Like, this does not look like a run-of-the-mill kids show that's going to appear on Cartoon Network. Like, this looks like it's going to be much more dark and serious in tone, most likely being for Adult Swim or maybe another streaming service provider. But yeah,
I think that's everyone's fantasy. I think this is the boomers' fantasy right here. The narrative is that cartoons just doesn't hit the same anymore. And a lot of the people that watch cartoons back in the old days, the millennials, right? Some of the older Gen Z and so much, right? They remember the cartoons back in the day that had some level of edge. The cartoons these days are just baby shit. And then they're kind of nostalgic of the past and they want their new, you know, old cartoons to be kind of like not rebooted, but reinterpreted in like a darker, edgier way. And I honestly would love to see a darker Ben 10 story. We'll see though.
This is all absolutely insane to be seeing here. I'd have to imagine that we are going to get the announcement at some point this year that Ben 10 is returning in 2027 with whatever this series is. It's hard to tell from the images of Ben himself as to what age he could.
This episode was fucking ass. This is the fucking what was it? Was he the Mongolian pirate? What kind of pirate was he? Anyways, this dude, man, this slice of life episode, this dude was fucking putting up random ships and bottles.
Possibly be. I would say that in some shots, it looks like he could pass off as a 10-year-old like he is in the original series. But in other shots, it does look like he's older and taller in stature. So I'm thinking this might be an older version of Ben. I'm really hoping, fingers crossed, that this is a
continuation off of Omniverse.
Continuation of Ben Prime. And the thing is, that's kind of, I don't want to say leading me in that direction or pushing me towards that theory, but the fact of the matter is here that we have a wide variety of alien designs here, and I would say probably the designs we're looking at are for two brand new aliens, one that's based off of a mouse and another one that's based off of a cat or
kind of chill, you know, childish, right? But it's only two aliens, you never know.
Or badger or fox. It's kind of hard to tell from the images. And also too, if you look at the initial shots we have, there's one where Ben's kind of turning into like this minotaur like bull where he has this tail on him and it looks like he's got like hooves from a bull, and then the other one where he's a chicken. So I'm thinking that this might be a brand new just series within Ben Prime's continuity.
Would love it.
And the reason I say this, and I could be wrong here, but the fact of the matter is here that we're looking at 4 brand new aliens potentially that are going to be introduced within the original 10, I would imagine, for this brand new series. And the fact that we're seeing 4 brand new aliens makes me think that, again, this is a continuation of Ben Prime's story, because from what we've seen before with Ben 10, like for the Ben 10 reboot, for example, they never really gave us a brand new grouping of original 10. Like the only time we've ever gotten that is within the continuations for Ben Prime. In Ben 10 Alien Force, we saw a brand new original 10 that differed from the original series. In Ben 10 Ultimate Alien, once again, we saw a brand new original 10 that differed from the original series. That time around, the Ultimatrix kind of had access to all of Ben's aliens, so it wasn't like we were seeing these exclusively like we were in Alien Force. Then in Ben 10
best Gwen design. What the fuck were they thinking with Omniverse Gwen though? This one is the best Gwen design, but this also is like the worst timeline too.
Omniverse, once again, we had a brand new grouping of 10 original aliens for Ben, but again, just like with Ultimate Alien, Ben had all of the aliens at his disposal, so we were seeing these mixed in with the classic aliens we all know and love. But with the Ben 10 reboot, when they decided to start things from scratch once again, the only brand new alien we saw as a part of the original 10 for Ben in that continuity was Overflow. Everybody else was from from a prior
That's Gwen, huh? Damn, they made Gwen into fucking the Wendy's girl, man. It's not even ginger, it's just red hair.
Of Ben. Most of the original 10 from the reboot were a part of the original 10 in the original series. The only ones that were from the original series, not a part of the original 10, were Wildvine and Cannibalt, but again, those were aliens being reused for this new batch of 10. The only brand new one was Overflow. So to me, the fact that they're showing 4 brand new aliens...
Overflow is mid. He's lobster guy, but just trash.
In this little sizzle reel that we got is indicating to me that this might actually be a continuation of Ben Prime's story, because they're showing a lot of brand new, unique...
Okay, the concept here is like, hey, we got brand new aliens coming in. Pattern of behavior is anytime we continued off the Prime Ben 10 timelines, we get introduction of new casts. So, okay, sure.
Looking aliens, and I feel like if they're rebooting Ben from scratch, they probably wouldn't do that. I mean, I could be wrong here, but I'm just basing this off of how they handled the reboot. They wanted to build off of the nostalgia of Ben 10 and had us really just revisit all the old aliens once again outside of Overflow. And even throughout the run of the reboot, I've said this multiple times, but the biggest disappointment to me about the reboot was the fact that we barely got any new aliens. I think we got 5 in total in the entirety of the Ben 10 reboot. The rest were just recycled aliens from the original content.
So reboot does give new aliens, so this logic then falls apart. I'm a very big Ben 10 enjoyer too, but the enthusiasm here is reaching levels of cope I can't even comprehend. The logical consistency was how brand new aliens was only introduced in new continuation of Prime Ben 10 and reboot didn't, but now it's like, no, actually reboot actually had a bunch of new aliens too. This is some loose logic right now.
Continuity, but here we have 4 brand new ones right off the bat, which is telling me that this might actually be a continuation taking place after Omniverse. And again, it seems like it's going to be much more dark and serious in tone. Just from the little clips that we have here, from the little images from this sizzle reel, it just seems more dark to me. I don't know if I'm the only one getting...
Yeah, he's talking about the starting 10 aliens, but we don't even have a starting 10 aliens either. It's 4 new aliens. If anything, this example is exactly like Reboot. No brand new cast of 10 new aliens, just sporadically a random couple new aliens being added on. Like, what did this show us? The fucking chicken guy? The rat, the cat, the maybe, you know, the other bull guy, whatever. That's not brand new 10 roster.
That impression, let me know down below if you agree with me, but it just seems like it's going to be much more dark, and it seems like these aliens are maybe invading the Earth, and I don't know, I'm really...
We're invading the Earth? It feels like we're in a different planet entirely. Like a very like Odyssey coded, you know, gladiator, you know, like Colosseum shit going on.
Excited right now. If you can't tell from the tone of my voice and just in me making this video, I am so excited by what we're seeing here. We've all been dying to see what's next for Ben for the past 4, well, almost 5 years actually.
It's only been 5 years? Omniverse ended 5 years ago? Shit. I thought it was like 10, 20. I don't know. It's like, I thought it's been a long time. Now, y'all haven't waited long enough.
At this point, it was in April of 2021 when the reboot ended. And for someone like...
Okay. Reboot ended 2020. Got it.
Me or you who wasn't a fan of the reboot, we've been waiting for 12 years since Omniverse ended.
That makes more sense. 12 years. That's a long wait. It'd be really cool. It'd be really cool if they came out with something new.
Back in October of 2014, we're finally getting the next Ben 10. Like, this is sick. This is amazing to be seeing. It's a little unfortunate that Cartoon Network didn't, you know, get out ahead of this and actually announce it and tell us about it. It's kind of unfortunate that just the entire time for the past 5 years that we've talked about A6 series, it has always been because of someone behind the scenes. At first, it was Duncan Rolu talking about, you know, the fact that they were going to have some announcement for the end of 2021 that didn't happen. Then
okay, here, this is the context that I want to hear. So again, there's some historical precedence of the expectations of the fandom. So there's a guy that was announcing shit, promising shit 2021 didn't happen.
When that series got canceled, did we get the comments from Jason DeMarco in 2023 that he's working on ideas for the next iteration of Ben 10?
Really? Okay, these dudes, the producers are literally like, yep, we got some new shit coming out.
And then we never heard anything after that. Now in 2026, we get these images from 2025
that's what I want to hear. Okay, I wish that he would have let in the video with that context. And now there's some more structure being built off of the loose logic, right? Now it's not just a random artist, you know, just making concept designs and just, you know, random scenes for fun. If there has been promises and expectations built up that hasn't been delivered just yet, okay.
Are very clearly for a Ben 10 that is in active development. And I will say real quick, I hope that this artist here, Audrey Torres, doesn't get in trouble for the...
Bro is fired. He's canned. This video itself is basically is the reason why new Ben 10 won't happen.
these images, because clearly from the reel that I saw on Instagram, it's very clear to me that he's just excited to be showing, hey, look at all I worked on in the year 2025. It was a great year for me within the animation space. These are the different projects I worked on, and Ben 10 happened to be in there. It probably shouldn't have been in there. I'm assuming at the point in time at which Warner Brothers Discovery finds out about this, they might end up reaching out to him and saying, hey, you got to take this down.
Freaky ass episode, bro. Sheila only like sheds her scales once like every 3 months or some shit. Because there's like a set day, and that's when she has like a humanoid body and the coochie is there, so that, you know.
Because the same thing happened to Jason DeMarco in 2023. Once that tweet got out there, they made him take it down. It was deleted. So I'm assuming something similar might happen here, but I really hope the artist doesn't get in trouble. Clearly, this was not meant to pull the rug out from underneath Warner Brothers Discovery. This is just someone who's excited about the work he's working on and wanted to share what he accomplished in 2025 to the world. I hope they don't take that the wrong way and he gets in trouble because of that, but that's a side note. The last thing I will say, and this,
there is something funny about how this guy doesn't hope the guy gets in trouble, but is providing screenshots and documentation of the things that he removed because he got in trouble. You know what I mean? I know he's excited, right? And the information's already been leaked. Many other people are spreading the images. It's not just because of this guy, but there is like something funny about how he specifically talks about, man, I hope that guy doesn't get in trouble. Anyways, y'all see this shit from this art?
This is coming from Ben 10 News on Twitter. They did point out that Audrey has worked on shows like X-Men 97 and currently has an NDA TV show project listed for Warner Brothers Animation and Cartoon Network.
X-Men 97 was the example that people gave about, you know, X-Men, the old IP that a lot of people grew up with, but returned in a more darker tone for the older audience. Some people are mentioning that. So now there's some loose connections of Ben 10 being treated the same way
on his portfolio, which is very clearly whatever this Ben 10 series is going to be. But yeah, the fact we're getting images for this thing, the fact that it's being storyboarded, the fact that they're that deep into developing new designs for Ben's new aliens means that this series is coming relatively soon. And I say,
okay. Relatively soon is crazy though. You know, I at this point, I'm kind of convinced. Okay, the show writers, the producers, they've been talking, gassing it up. There's some new concept designs of aliens and some cool little comic book strips showing up. It's coming out next year. That's a crazy fucking assumption to make.
Relatively soon. I'd imagine it's going to be 2027, but we're going to get an announcement at some point this year if this thing is really happening here. If they didn't pull the plug on this project, which I'd be shocked if that's the case, given the amount of information we're getting here from these images, the amount of images that we're seeing. This isn't something from, hey, we're pitching a pilot for a brand new series, because there wouldn't be this many new alien designs if this was just a pilot for a new Ben 10 that hasn't been greenlit yet. Like, no, this is for a brand new 6 series that is fully in production right now, and I'm absolutely ecstatic to be making this video because I've been saying to you guys for a while now, and this video is running on a bit longer than I anticipated and initially
60-minute video,
but I've been saying to you guys for a while now that I am tired of making the video saying what's next for Ben 10. I'm tired of making videos speculating on what is going on behind the scenes with this 6 series, and this is finally our first real concrete piece of information that we have.
Cock-free is crazy. Concrete. Okay,
regarding the 6 series. Again, it's in a form that is rather unfortunate. I feel like Warner Brothers Discovery should have announced that, hey, we're working on something and given us a title for it and just more context of what we're looking at here.
By the way, if you guys still haven't learned this, by the way, one of the best ways for you to help me out regarding spoiler shit is to never acknowledge it. I know you guys are very dedicated and you're probably thinking you're looking out for me. And to be honest, I don't give a fuck about out of context spoiler shit. But one of the worst ways is to then further consolidate and say, oh my god, this is a spoiler. Hey, do you see this, Caw TV? You are looking at a spoiler. You know? Just like, and I don't expect you to be on this like level of thinking because you're just like a casual fan that's excited and you're looking out, but just like think about it, right? Just think and ask yourself, is what I'm typing going to actually help this guy prevent this, you know, situation that I'm trying to prevent, or should I make a bigger deal out of it and point it out and try to get my attention to it? So just sometimes just shut the fuck up and just act like it didn't happen and we can have a good time.
as opposed to an artist, posting a sizzle reel on his Instagram of everything he worked on last year in 2025. Again, typical Warner Brothers Discovery Cartoon Network fashion. They mishandled the situation, but nevertheless, the big story for today is we're getting a 6th series of Ben 10, guys. Like, it's actually happening, and
I've never had... this guy is so confident. And I you know what? I hope that it's true. I hope he's right. I want a new Ben 10 series that we can farm on a weekly basis. That'd be great, especially if it was darker and grittier. But off the information that came out to say it's coming out next year, I hope an announcement comes out next year.
We have our first look at it, and I am beyond excited, to say the least.
All right.
Anyways, let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think about all this. Are you guys just in awe like I am and just shocked that this dropped today? Are you shocked to be seeing our first look at the 6th iteration of Ben 10? And not only that, but our first look at a handful of new aliens for Ben and a multitude of designs for those said aliens. Like, let me know what you think down below about all this.
Bakugan.
As I said before, this is a mind-blowing situation, and I'm kind of just at a loss. I cannot believe this is happening, and let me know if you're as excited as I am, because I am absolutely stoked right now, and I cannot wait to see what is coming next for Ben 10. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to...
Hey, that was a fun video. He clearly does a lot of speculation. He covers Dragon Ball, MHA. Interesting. He got a lot of different stuff going on, but big Ben 10 fan. He really wants, Ben 10 to come back stronger than ever. Let's read some of the comments to see if people are coping just as hard as him. I hope they finally realize how valuable the Ben 10 franchise is. At the end of the day, the valuable is just money, right? And viewership. If people are watching and they're buying merch and stuff, then great. If it's not, then clearly it's not as valuable as you think. It's a Beyblade Metal Saga profile picture, though. Aw, Tendo. It's a shame what they did to that kid, bro. Bro peaked so fucking early and just fell off so hard. Oh, he got done dirty in Metal Masters. New aliens! I clicked on this thinking it was going to be a leak of the comic. Holy shit, I was not expecting a potential 6th show, though. Original creators Man of Action confirmed that they are making a Ben 10 comic that's pretty much absolute Ben 10, which is this, right? This is like basically the absolute Ben 10-esque design of how dark and gritty and not, it's not for children, right? But I'm talking about the 6th series, okay? They said it's being produced by Dynamite, so if there's a new Ben series being made, I wouldn't be surprised if it will be more mature in tone. Look at the concurrent iterations of Adventure Time. It grew up its audience without blood and cussing now. The new regular show cartoon. Yeah, so different cartoons, that's like... And the most important thing I think is under Warner Bros. So there are more cartoons that it's getting darker and grittier and trying to be marketed towards an older audience that are nostalgia boomers. I think it's a good idea. They also have a lot of money, right? They're no longer children, they're adults now, and they have disposable income to buy their merch or support it, whatever. This is insane, but I kind of feel bad for this guy. He likely got a DMCA strike and potential legal issue. Missed opportunity by Crunch CN to not announce a new project in December. I'm glad Ben's not too old. They want to see an 18-year-old Ben 10. Still hoping the new show is a continuation of OV. Ben looks all right. At this point, it's just speculations. And it'd be so cool if there was indeed a brand new Ben 10 coming out. So to summarize, there is an artist who has worked on, under Warner Bros. And I don't know, Cartoon Network or some other shit. And there's these new designs coming out. And clearly it is Ben 10. Now, maybe it's just random fun hobby projects that he did. Or maybe this is hinting at a brand new series, like the 6th series that's going to come out. There's some really interesting, designs and, concept art going on with the different aliens going on. Is this really conclusive to say a 6th series is coming out? No. Is it, but is it fair to assume? Why not? Let's just have some fun with it. Is it going to come out next year? It's kind of crazy planning. I think we need I think we need one more conclusive actual announcement or something, and then, or some leaks, and then we can get on board. But hey, if it actually happens, I'll be here to cover it. Probably not covering Ben 10 reboot though. Here's a link to DC Network. Please check out his channel and check out some of the other videos in his channels if you enjoy this type of content. See you next time.